100 strong, because over here, we like to keep things 100 strong.
Apply the pressure, apply the pressure, apply the pressure, yeah, pressure, apply the pressure.
What's that word, family? Hey, man, check this out.
The push continues tonight to free Larry Hoover. The former gang leader was convicted of running his gang operation in the 90s while he was behind bars for murder in 1973. Yesterday, President Donald Trump commuted his federal sentence. And now some are calling on Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker to do the same thing. NBC5's V. Wynn has reaction from both sides in Inglewood.
Supporters of Larry Hoover on the South Side are calling on the Illinois Prisoner Review Board and Governor J.B. Pritzker to act on his case, claiming he's a redeemed man and transformed behind bars. Jamal Green says he's a close family friend.
I think that there'll be mass pressure here for J.B. to show that he believes in redemption. If we're going by what he claims he believes and the policies and that he has signed on with his pen, then Larry Hoover represents that. This is merely politics if J.B. Pritzker does not use the stroke of his pen.
Hoover, who is now 74 years old, was serving 6 life sentences in a federal prison in Colorado. He was convicted of operating a criminal enterprise in the late 90s while in prison for the 1973 murder of William Young. The former kingpin is now waiting to be transferred back to Illinois to serve out his time for that murder.
I'm very sensitive to any victim of any act of crime, but I have to go back to 50 years of the penal system, which was designed for rehabilitation.
NBC5 Investigates found Hoover was denied parole in 2022. The Illinois Prisoner Review Board read letters from the victim's family written in 2008 protesting his release. The board also weighed his patterns of reported crime.
I think that if the Prison Review Board looks at the totality of the situation, I think that they will make a recommendation for the governor to provide a clemency to Mr. Hoover.
State Senator Willie Preston grew up in Inglewood and penned this letter yesterday, saying the focus now should be on the man Hoover has become.
I understand both folks on both sides, some who quite frankly felt a lot of pain, but also those who again believe in the power of redemption.
We reached out to the governor's office for comment. We're told Hoover would have to petition the Illinois Prisoner Review Board before clemency would be considered.
See, ladies and gentlemen, what we have here is people advocating for the release of Mr. Larry Hoover, man, state senators in Illinois. And it all makes sense to me because a lot of these people got their political backing from Larry Hoover in the 21st Century Vote Project that we had in Chicago. A lot of people don't like to mention that, man. But Mr. Hoover helped Carol Mosley Braun become the first Black female state senator in Illinois history, man. So kudos to Mr. Larry Hoover for having the foresight to see that being in politics as a community was definitely beneficial for our people, including himself. It was politics that got him out of jail. Donald Trump got him out, but definitely politics. Kanye West had to politic with Donald Trump. Jay Prince had to politic with Donald Trump, along with many others. I want to send a special shout out to that Black lady who Donald Trump freed. I don't know her name, man, but, shout out to that lady that was given all of that time for drugs. And she ended up becoming part of Donald Trump's staff overseeing inmate release. These people ain't saying nothing wrong. These people are telling you the truth. Mr. Hoover is a changed man. And without him being a changed man, he wouldn't be in this situation right now. He wouldn't have thousands and thousands of people advocating for his release. He's a great guy. I'm going to keep it real with y'all, family. I heard some news that Mr. Hoover could be released as early as today. Now, I didn't heard this news a few days back. And it's a video going on online saying that Mr. Hoover can no longer be found in the Illinois Department of Corrections. I don't know how true that is, but if that's true, I definitely will be back later with a video addressing that video. And this is coming from reliable sources in the community are telling me that Mr. Hoover could be free right now as I speak. I wouldn't be surprised But I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. It's been a long time for this man, and if you think an elderly man like Mr. Hoover is about to get out and get on some bullshit and start saying, y'all owe me, so give me what y'all owe me. You know, I don't think that's going to happen, man. Mr. Hoover will be doing just fine upon his release. And I just want to say this, man. I know he's coming home. I know he's walking the streets again, man. I just want him to have as much time as possible on this earth with his family because he is an aging man. But he got to be pretty goddamn healthy, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know that it's cigarettes and, you know, alcohol and all type of shit in the jail system where they had Mr. Hoover at, that type of stuff wasn't going on for him for at least 30 years. He was in the closet, man. Like his son said, he was locked up in the closet. You can't have shit in the closet. But, you know, I want Mr. Hoover to be set free just as well as thousands of others. I do believe he should be back on the streets, rehabilitated, man. I'll be back later with more news and commentary. I'm going to keep y'all updated on this Larry Hoover story because finally, this man is getting a chance to come home and visit his family. Peace.
Pressure, I apply the pressure. Pressure, I apply the pressure. Pressure, I apply the pressure. Yeah, pressure, I apply the pressure.